Greetings, everyone. Welcome. This live is sponsored by Simon Hurley and Ranger. So thank you, Simon Hurley and Ranger, for all the goods. And today, also, if you follow me and Ranger Inc. over on Instagram, they just posted my second reel for them. So I hope you pop over there and check it out. I also posted the reel on Facebook and in Discord. So I'm super excited. Yes, sir, I did. I'm so excited. So the premise of this release, when they sent it to me, they said, here's some goods for your next reels. So they're gonna call me up. I'm gonna do a reel with all the goods, and then they're gonna say we would like another reel using some product. So yeah, they are similar to Frostbite, but they have they have colored glitter. Frostbite has a clear glitter, so it just gives a weird texture and a nice shine. So I don't have much Frostbite left. Apparently I need to go shopping. Frostbite makes really good snow. It makes superb snow. So like Unicorn Horn, if you can see, has a little bit of a blue sparkle. This has empty sparkle. And the new Phoenix Feather has like a reddish yellowy sparkle. So if we flip them over, try and get that. This one is Phoenix Feather. It has that goldeny, there's more of a golden hues to that. And then this one has more the blues and the greens in it. They're just gorgeous. Oh, you're driving, girl, drive safe. I'm assuming somebody else is driving because you are not. If you purchase the paste, inks, all sorts of goodies from Ranger, you can open up, put your knife in there this way, roll it around, keep your fingers out of the way, set your knife down, pull the plastic off, and if it doesn't, yes, voila. Want to see that again? Poke your knife in, knife away from you, rotate into the knife, set the knife down, pull, and shove. And sometimes the bottom one gets stuck. And if that's the case, you can take your knife away from you, stick, and then you can pop that right off. So that's how we get into those. And then, oh, look it. It's hard to see in there, but there's glitter in there. And you'll see it better when it dries, because that pasty bit, the glue in there, it's going to hold it all. It holds it all in there. And it's hard to see the glitter. But it's there. If you roll it over to the backside, you can really see the little greens and the whatnots. And it's really pretty. It's really pretty on the bottom. But yeah, Frostbite is just a clear, and it gives really great gritty texture like snow. You guys, I'm so excited. I didn't even say hi to anybody. If you're feeling left out, don't, because I didn't say hi to anybody. Let's scroll back. Debbie J, hello. Delise, our stamper girl, how are you doing? Lisa Acker, thanks for popping in today. Sharon, hello. Jay, Craft by Jay, how are you doing? Stephanie, hello. Oh, thank you. T, not afraid of color, hello. It's fine, we are peasants. my peasant friends, behold. Oh, you're still sore. Lennox is the overseer today. You guys, we have 3 new stencils, 4 new stamps, and 2 new Astro Paste for today. I'm the things, all the things, you guys. How exciting. I have an idea for this one and this one, which I want to get done and out of my head. So we're going to definitely use those. And then I think I'm going to do this just because it's going to be glorious. And so just hang in there. And then I'll have to do more lives with these next Friday. These will be coming back out next Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern, bonus live. So we'll be using the stencils for sure next Friday. But today, I have, like I said, I have this image in my head and I need to get it out. And then we're going to try some fun stuff with this. So, but let me show you what, you guys, I don't even, my head, it's all exciting. But anyways, so for our stencils, again, we'll be taking a deeper look into these next Friday. We have sparkling stars. Festive poinsettias. I can't. Spiral stars. Ugh, you guys, I can't even. Tartan. We used a plaid builder the other day. If you don't want to build a plaid, you can now just stamp it in one go. Christmas postage. T was using this today. If you guys missed it, our crafty friend T just finished a lovely live because she's got 4K viewers. No, she has way more viewers, but 4K subbies. 4,000 subbies. Congratulations, T, by the way. That's awesome. But yeah, she did a giveaway. It was fabulous. She made a gel print with these. It was fabulous. Backwards or not, it was fabulous. We love a I know. They're gorgeous, those toxic flowers. Christmas postage. This one here, Christmas borders. Can't even. And then this, sheet music. I know, T. So excited for you. You guys, if you're not subscribed to T, Not Afraid of Color, you can pop over there with exclamation point, Not Afraid of Color. YouTube, I think. I don't know if that's the right code. Not Afraid of Color, YouTube. Yes, that is the right code. Haha, we did it right. I love it when it works. But that is a link to T's channel. If you're not subscribed, do it. Or don't. Is the music? No. So the music, I'm sure if you played it out, it will be something fabulous. I don't know. But it might just be, there's no words. So for me, I don't know sheet music, so I don't know what that says. I don't know if it goes da 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 or do 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 do. You know, I don't know. But we're gonna do that one, and we're gonna do this one. Oh, this one. Are you ready? Are you ready, my friends? I'm so excited. So excited. The packaging doesn't want to let go, though. So I do, the packaging on this is very thoughtful too. Your red rubber does come on plastic sheets. The full ones, they're a little bit flimsier, but your cut ones come on a little bit thicker. So it's going to support the breaks in those. You see that? Okay. So they design it so that you you can use this for storage, which I do. But I want to point out one thing, just one. Where's that plaid builder? So I was mentioning the plaid builder, and because it's all individual, they pop off sometimes. And if you guys joined me, we had fun getting this little guy into the package, right? So these are from Amazon. I don't have an affiliate link, but if you're interested, I can share the link. But right out of the package, still on its little rubber mat, they fit into these 6x6 storage things. And I bought these for my papers, my 6x6 designer paper, and I've put this guy in there, and I'm thinking of putting all of my stamps in here just to keep them fresh, because right now they're just kind of stacked on each other. And I think this separation is a good idea, in my opinion. So if you guys are wondering, that's if you have a set like this where they kind of get a little slippery and a little let go-y sometimes, there is packaging that does fit it. These are the 6x6. They're not flapped or anything, which I store mine up like this, so it doesn't matter. Can you make a video of you doing your nails? I have a lady who does my nails. Her name is Ashley at Nirvana Nails in Boardman area. But she's fabulous. I used to do my own nails until I realized it was not cheaper to do my own nails. But anyways, let's get back to these two. So if you're wanting another storage idea, these I think are a great idea, and I'm going to be buying more off of Amazon. But we're gonna do these, and I want to stamp this on some Simon Hurley watercolor paper. Okay, we're gonna stamp that, and we're using watercolor paper because we want it kind of juicy. Just don't worry about it. And then we're gonna grab our cookie dough because it's a nice light color. Okay, so we're gonna grab cookie dough. Cookie dough is in the original dye ink pad. So we're gonna scrub it on there. Cookie dough again is super light, but it is on there. You see how it's getting shiny? That's cookie dough. I'm gonna load it with ink. Loading it. Uh-oh. Shaving a haircut. 2 bits. So this little guy, he's got a little straggler. All the felt pads do it. It's no big deal. You guys, you grab your scissors and you give it a haircut. If you leave this little sucker out hanging, ask me how I know. He will siphon ink right out of the pad onto whatever is touching the hair strand, the fiber. Whatever's touching the fiber. No joke. Okay? It'll just siphon it out because that little strand, it'll just keep siphoning. And if the paper sits next to that strand for a long period of time, ask me how I know. Keep my Simon stencils and the Simon stencils and 6x6 paper pads. However, my Simon stencils are in a binder because that's how I like to store them. So we've put the ink on there. We're gonna mist it generously. Generous. Be so generous with your water. And then we're gonna set this right in there and smoosh it on. If you don't want to get your fingers dirty, you can use a rag. You can use a push tool Which, you know, I made a push tool. Do I know where it's at? No. I should, though. But there's that. Let's see how this one turned out. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, I love that. Please hold. There's a little fuzz in here. Because, who knows. But it gives it a nice watercolor effect. And we need to dry that. We need to dry that. So we're going to set that there. We're going to wipe this clean. This is what my idea has been screaming at me. So this is what we're doing. Come here, you. Okay. We're going to get our heat tool. We're going to heat this because we need it dry for the next step. Heat the front and back. It helps it stay flat. You could tape it down to help it stay flat. Do all the things. Looking for shiny bits to indicate that it's still wet. Touching it to see if it's cold, to see if it's still wet. Because again, I need it dry. Okay. Nice and warm. Nice and warm. Yes, even with the heat tool on it, if you touch your paper and it's got cold spots, those are wet spots. Okay, so then we're going to take this guy right through there. Do I want it like that? Or do I want it? No, we're going to go like this. We're going to go like this right on here. Because this is what my mind said. It said stamp the music notes, then the holly. Holly jolly goodness. And so we're going to get whatever stamp positioning tool you want. You can free range it. I don't mind. It's yours. I'm going to lock the bottom corners into the wheel and then pick that up. I need a water safe ink for this part, okay? So I'm going to get my VersaFine Clear. You can, you know what? We're going to emboss it. I don't know if it's going to emboss very well. I'm going to do gold over black. I feel it. That's what I feel like today is gold over black. And I'm not going to care if I get extras. I am not going to, I should probably dust it. Let's dust it just in case. Although we don't mind if a little extra dust gets on there. Okay. But we're going to do this. And we're going to lock it into place. We're going to set that down and we're going to press. We're pressing firmly because this is watercolor paper. It has texture. Okay. Ugh. Ugh. Oh my goodness, look at that. Sometimes my mind, it says do these things, and we do these things. Look at that. Oh, it's so gorgeous. And then we're gonna do this. And we're gonna make a mess, because that's what we do. Don't worry about over pouring because you put it right back in your thing. You could dump it all out. Okay. It just goes all right back in. See that? Oh, man. That's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. We're going to put the powder back in here. Okay. It works so well, gold over black. Yes, and the only reason I said, because some of the black might not get covered because it's watercolor paper. We're going to heat our heat tool. Yes, I am pulling out an embossing heat tool because this one will take too long, and with it being watercolor paper being thicker, it may dry the ink before it melts the stuff. This is more concentrated. It is designed for this. This is designed for a more open heating area. This is like focused. Focus! Focus, 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 focus. We're gonna get it hot. Don't burn yourself though. Warm the backside. Warm the front side. And then start melting. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! Okay, so this is what I was saying with watercolor paper. Okay, see my little black is poking through, and we don't mind. It's kind of grungy. But then look at our music notes. Look at how gorgeous our music notes in the back. Ugh, can I say? Ooh, we loves it. We loves it so much. And then we're pulling out the Ranger crayons. I call them crayons. You can't call them crayons because Ranger has crayons. These are watercolor pencils, but they feel like crayons. They're so nice. We're gonna do our berries. We're gonna do kind of a purpley red berry today. So I'm gonna take out this reddish purple, and we're gonna pick like the underside, and we're just gonna color that the purpley color right onto the watercolor paper. Lots of berries. Berry-rific, berry-rific. The ink that is underneath, okay, is a water-based ink. The Simon Hurley inks will react with water. However, we dried ours, so the reaction should be minimal, but we're not gonna soften the paper, so it should be okay. Should be okay. And got our berries, our purpley red, and the red part comes this way. We're gonna pull out candied apple. I like candied apple. Can you tell? Are we gonna sharpen it? Nope. We're just gonna add a little bit of red to the upper part. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Because candied apple is like a bright red, and we're gonna dull it down with that purple. Or brighten up the purple, however you want to look at it. It doesn't need to be perfect. You guys, I'll show you this in a second. We're not filling in the whole berry. We're just putting a dot of color at the top and the bottom. It's going to be fabulous. Go in here. You can be quick. Okay, and then we're going to get our paintbrush. I do like a good round brush, but I'm going to get my smaller one. Roundy brush. Oops, I forgot to get my cup of water, which is fine. We'll just get a little water there. We'll tap that in there. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But Look at how the Child's Play. We just put the color in there. We just put the color in there. And then we're going to activate that color. And we're not even going to care if we go outside the lines. And we basically made our own new color. So that's fun. Look at us go. Isn't it neat? Oh, look at our berries. These are watercolor crayons if you're in Canada. Also, if you're in my craft room and you hear me say Tim Holtz crayons, these are what I'm referring to. The Tim Holtz watercolor pencils. A crafty friend of mine has a set for me. I think it's number 5. And so I just need to get the last 2 and then I will have them all. Okay, so there's that. And then we're going to do our leafery. And we're going to do that in, I don't know, what color is peeled paint? I always forget. Peeled paint, come here. We're going to do a little sample because I can't remember what color peeled paint is. Oh, get out of the water. Oh, and don't put your stuff in the water, you guys. Here, let's clean that off. Clean our brush because that was in the reds. Peeled paint is not dark enough for me, so we will go with Rustic Wilderness. You've never used them. These are fabulous. Again, another one that I love. Look at that. And again, I'm going to add the color at the spine of the leaves. Okay, just the spine. I guess you guys can come down and look. So we're going to add the color. Look at me going right over the things. Okay. Right on the spine. And even though it sounds like I'm coloring hard, I don't know if you guys can actually hear it or not. I'm not actually pushing very hard. The color is coming off very nicely. Okay. And we're just letting the color hit the top of the paper. We don't want to push it into the paper. You can if you want to. It'll give you a different technique. But I want to dissolve as much of the color as possible. So I am just putting some color on the top of the paper. So I'm not shoving it into the paper. I'm just putting it on the top. Oops. Don't throw them around like you own them. Be kind. Be kind to your pencils. So we're going to get some more water. Okay. And then I'm going to pull some of, I got it too wet. So I'm going to pull some of the water off because I want this to be kind of a dry technique. And then we're just going to activate those little particles. Activate the little particles. Peeled paint would have been way too light. I want it light, but not that light. So I'm glad we went with the Wilderness. See that? I'm going right over all of the embossing, all of it, because the embossing is going to be a resist. And we don't care if we go outside the lines because we're heathens, and that's what we do. We don't stay in the lines unless we're driving. Okay, don't be a heathen while you're driving. Stay in the lines when you drive. Outside the lines when you color. Oh my gosh. You guys, I am so glad we did this because you can still see the music notes behind our image. Look at that. You see that? Because we dried it and we used a fairly dry technique to a dry technique to wet the colors, right? So it didn't really activate this underneath. And so we have this just really great little bits that you can see right through there. Just, oh, we forgot to. Let's get these two. This one here. This one here. And if you want anything darker or more color, well, you go in and add fine detail. But then we've got that. Look at how nice that is. Isn't that lovely? Oh my gosh. Now we're going to put it on a card base. And where's Jim? Is Jim here? Jim! We have a craft card base. Look, we cut a craft card base for yesterday's card. And so we have an extra. We have an extra. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh. I'm just debating though, because I feel like no, it needs to go like this. We're going to use our decal trimmer. We're going to decal cut this because I don't want it straight. I don't want it straight. No, Decal's being Monsieur Crunch. This is Monsieur Crunch. Say hello. Say hello. Hello. Monsieur Crunch. He's named because he goes crunch. And we're going to take you know, how much do we want to take off? I think we're going to take off a little over a 1/4 inch. A little over a 1/4 inch is how I'm feeling today. But we're going to take a little bit off of the one side. A little bit off the top. And then normally this is 4 1/4, and we're just going to go a little less than 4 1/4 or 4, a little less than 4. And then we're going to do a little less than 5 1/4. Oh yes. Yes. And then we're gonna darken our edges because decal requires a little bit of inking. And for that, we're gonna go a little bit darker. We're gonna go with our Weeping Willow. Weeping Willow is gonna help us out here. Switching out these, we're gonna pull out that. We're gonna grab Weeping Willow's brush. You do not need a dedicated brush to your inks. I, however, am a little bit psycho. I have a dedicated brush to my Simon Hurley inks. Because I can. And I'm just, even though this is a ginormous brush, I am just gonna keep the blending right to the edge. Okay, look at that. We're gonna roll this over here. And just let that ink touch those edges as if maybe they got burnt. A little piece of music that got a little too close to the bonfire. They were out singing Christmas carols. Somebody was a little careless with their sheet music. Don't be careless with your sheet music. Keep it away from the bonfire. Keep it nice and right there at the edge. Look at that. Focus. So pretty. So pretty. And because this is not basic by any means. It's very thoughtful, thought out, but its simplicity is beautimous. So to enhance that, we're going to pop it up. pop it up. It'll make the card a little bit more luxurious, adding that bit of foam when you've done something so less than 30 minutes. And this card is completely done, you guys. And it's still so glorious. And Linda, thank you. And I'm telling you, if you guys were over hanging out with Simon Hurley today at noon Eastern, watching what he did with his new release here, people had regular names. Regular names. But here on my channel, you all are at peoples. At peoples. Debbie J. Foam is fun. Foam is fun. You guys, it's an ongoing joke. She has a thing on her channel that says foam is life. And I'm like, nope, foam is fun. Because yeah, because you could lump in the ink pads, right? Because the new Stellar inks are in the foam. And they're fun, but they're not life. Because felt. So, but yeah. So I have to harass her. TR, hello. Thanks for popping in. You do diamond art? I did one diamond art once. It was Baby Grogu. It was a lot of fun. I think I did it on Twitch, though. And let me tell you, it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. If I do another one, it's going to be Batman, though. I want a Batman one, and I have not found one that I can afford. Let's put it that way. I've not found a diamond art Batman one that I liked that I could afford. So there's that. And so we've just elevated this even another notch because we have placed it on foam. So when the recipient gets it, it's more substantial. More substantial. Oh, and I thought I saw somebody else come in and I didn't say hello. Gaz came in and I did not say hello. But hello, sir. So there's that one that I wanted to do with you guys today because it's been in my head since I saw the stamps a few days ago. Because again, this live is sponsored by Ranger and Simon Hurley. They sent me all of the products for free so that I could review them for you guys and let you guys know my honest opinion. Which, if you're here and it's Simon Hurley, you must know, honestly, I'm in love. I'm in love with all the goods. All the goods. A reminder, next week, Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern, I will be doing a bonus live, and we will be playing with the new stencils. So if you want to see me use these, and maybe some other new stuff, come hang out with me on next Friday. I'm so excited, you guys. Sentiment? No, we don't put sentimenties on these thingies. Psycho lady. Okay, so our next stamp that I wanted to play with is the tartan. Tartan. Look at that. Tartan. I have an idea for this too. That's why I didn't have to go hunt this down because I had it for this. I had it for that. Are you guys? I'm excited for this one. We need black hole paper for this one, which reminds me. I need to pull out a couple of sheets for my crafty friend. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know. I have a crafty friend who is on the fence, and I'm going to send that to her so that she knows. So she understands. Wait till you guys see. I got to get one sheet. It's so thick and glorious. Black hole paper. What is black hole paper? That is what I call the Distress Black Heavy Stock paper from Ranger Ink. I call it the black hole because it sucks up all the light. It's like a black hole. It's fabulous. In comparison to Michael's black, which there's nothing really wrong with it. Regular black paper, Ranger heavy stock. I know. And there is something about the Ranger black heavy stock. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But it embosses. So glorious. So glorious. There's a little bit of dirt on mine. It is recommended that you clean your stamps before you use them because there's stuff from factory that might get on them. There might be stuff in your craft room that gets on them. Houston, Texas. Why is that? Yes, it's very dark. Anna Moret. Okay, so I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take this, and we're going to ink the bejeepers out of this, because we're just going to do it in one press, okay? We don't mind if it doesn't all hit in the right places or whatever. We're just going to get this all nice and inky. Because I just want to show you how, I haven't even done it yet, but I already know because it's quality. Ranger produces quality materials and their red rubber is quality. And I have an obscene amount of their red rubber stamps, so I can honestly tell you, I know, it's fabulous, right? So I keep looking at it to make sure it's all nice and inky. Because even though this is clear, you can't really see, but then you can kind of see that shine. See, it's not shiny there, shiny there. I got my card dirty. It's so black, it picks up everything. Like, it picks up everything. So then we're going to plop this down and press. You can totally do this in the stamp wheel. I use the red rubbers in the stamp wheel all the time. You can use it in the Misty if your Misty's big enough. All the things, okay? We're gonna give it a press. And notice that I leave one hand. That's just so I don't like wiggle it and move it and get double stamping, but if it does, it'll be fine. It'll still be glorious. Then we're gonna lift. And I've got a little bit of patchy going on, and again, that's okay. I don't mind. We're gonna set that over there. We're gonna get our coffee filter. This is gonna be epic, you guys. Oh, it's gonna be so epic. Now, if I wanted perfect, this would be in a stamp wheel or a stamping platform, and I would stamp it again to get rid of the little voidy areas that I got going on. I don't mind if it's a little rustic today. Okay. Just wait. Just wait, my heathens. Wait. Oh my goodness. Wait till this melts. Wait till it melts your socks off. Don't melt your socks off, though. That would be very painful, and I will not be responsible for your doctor bill. Look at that. We're going to put our powder back so I don't wear it when I turn on the heat tool. Again, we're using embossing powder. So you're going to want your embossing heat tool. Okay. We're going to warm it up, which should go much quicker than earlier. Warm the back side. Do you have to? By all means, no. Do what you want. Ranger Heavy Stock is heavier paper. I do recommend it. And then warm the front side and heat. Just look at that. I gotta rotate it. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Because we're edge to edge with this, so we just wanna I shake my head. You guys will see me shake my head when I'm doing embossing. It is not, oh, it's a bad spot. Oh, no, it's, oh, yum. Don't eat it, though. Look at that. So you can see the imperfections because I stamped once. Free range stamping, but look it. The detail that is still captured is insane. I can't even. And I just want to show you, like, I don't know. Yeah, see, there's a little fuzzy right there. I bet you that was what was in the way. You know, if you've got stuff in the way, that'll happen. And you guys are probably wondering, well, Elizabeth, we see that, but is it really, Debbie J, you're so sweet. You're like, is it really that more impressive than the black hole paper? So here's our black hole paper. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see, even on this, it's more black, right? Like those little black squares are just popping, little pumping. Okay, so this is regular paper. I'm going to set it right here. We're going to do the exact same thing that we did here. Okay, and I'm going to show, for some reason, I don't know if it's just I'm crazy or if I see things, but I've done this a few times with a few other detailed, highly detailed stamps. To me, it seems like the black hole paper just allows the embossing powder to melt more evenly. I don't know if it's just me and I'm seeing things, as I mentioned, but that's why I recommend it. But today I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you and see if we can't reproduce what I think I see. I'll put it in the thingy for you, Miss Debbie J. It is Miss Debbie J's. Okay. So we inked it up. Okay. Just like our other one, we're not in a stamping platform or anything. We did not powder this. We're doing it exactly the same. We're going to set it down. Remember, I put a hand and I had it and then I pressed. Okay. And then I moved a hand and I pressed. And then I moved a hand. I did this a few times because I wanted it nice and in there, right? Stephanie says, I didn't think that stamp could look so good. Could you imagine? You put a little poinsettia on there or a big poinsettia, pop up a nice flower. It doesn't even have a, I'm saying poinsettia because it's a Christmas release. But a rose, a black rose, a deep red black, you know, those black but red roses would be gorgeous on there. Okay. So we got that on there. We're going to do the same thing. Same antique. I think they still sell this one. I just think it looks different because this is old. Okay. Stephanie. You guys are hilarious. Stephanie, email me. I think I have your email or your mail, but just email me your address. I think you want a card. I'll get you one too. I did this wrong. I should have been pouring it on to. Hands are shaky, guys. I'm like really excited, but my hands is shaky. Because I did it wrong. Right, T? Totally. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside for a second while I try to vacuum up my mess here. Do you guys ever just like I'm just so I'm so excited. You guys don't even understand this stuff. My reel is out in I was blown away. Okay, my first reel with Ranger got 10,400 views. 10,400 views for my first reel since it's been out, right? Then today in 47 minutes, because it went up at 10 a.m. and then at 10:47 I looked, 47 minutes, it had 1,000 views and I had a new subscriber. So I'm just super excited. I get to work with Ranger and Simon Hurley and make reels for the Simon Hurley line. It blows me away that they're like, here's some stuff, make us some reels. And I'm like, they like my stuff that much enough to say, make me some reels. So, anyways, okay, so we're going to do the same thing with this guy here. We're going to try not to shake ourselves silly. We're going to warm the back, warm the front, just like we did with the other one. It did a really good job. It did a really good job. Okay, so if you don't have Tim Holtz Distress Heavy Stock, you guys, it'll still do a really good job, okay? But let us compare. Do you see the difference? Do you see what I see? Like, the black pops so much. For whatever reason, look at, it makes it seem brighter. That black just pops. And I don't know if you guys can see, like, the texture in the squares is a little bit more smooth too. Like, it's so interesting how it works. Now, also, if you notice that on this, the lines are more defined than on this. Do you see that? We have more open space on the black hole paper. I don't know why, but I've stamped a lot of images on black paper and then embossed it. I don't know. It's, to me, there's a difference. And I like it. I like this, right? But look at those. Well, I got to do another one because, well, we have people that want. So we're going to get our black hole paper and we're going to do another one. So that way there, Debbie J, and I just double check. I need to make sure Stephanie gets one. Okay. So we're going to do nice black hole paper. We're going to do the same things. The Michaels paper. See, yeah. And, yeah. The black hole paper gets me every time I use it. It's glorious, you guys. It's glorious. And we're going to watch it again. Oh, we should totally do the holly on black hole paper. Oh, please hold. We're going to do this really quick. And then we'll... Wait, the holly... Ooh, on the black hole paper, do we want to do the holly, the snowflakes, or the candy canes? Holly, snowflakes, candy cane. You guys vote. On the black hole paper. Holly, snowflakes, candy canes. What do you want to see on the black hole paper? Because it's going to be epic. If you guys are interested in purchasing black hole paper for the new release and items from the new release, please consider using my affiliate links, which are listed in the description box down below. The money from the affiliate links goes right back into my channel, whether it's purchasing product or keeping the lights on so that we can hang out together. Snowflakes, candy canes. We got 1 for 1. Snowflakes, the candy canes. Catch the replay later. You betcha. Have a great day, Sharon. Hopefully work goes great for you. Okay. There we go. Woo! And then we're going to try not to dump the powder everywhere this time. And we're going to do it smartly. We're going to get a hold of the top. and pour down. We're going to rotate. Okay. Gentle taps too when you're knocking off the excess, because the ink is only holding the powder there so that you can dry it or get it to melt. So we want to be gentle and not knock it off of the ink. Okay. Snowflake, snowflake. Okay, we're going to do snowflakes as soon as we're done heating this guy up. Are we ready to watch the melty goodness? Warm the back. Warm the front. And melt. It's so glorious. It's so beautimous. The camera can't even hold it all. Can't hold all the beautimousness. All right. Snowflakes. Snowflakes on black hole paper. We're going to use the stamp wheel for this because I will probably stamp it twice. Just because we want it to look extra glorious. And we're going to get our distressed black heavy stock once again. Pulling that out. Come here. And we're going to do our snowflake right through there. We're going to lock this into the base. Put my dot at the top. Lock that in. Pick that up. I'm not even gonna clean or dust the black. We're just gonna let the powder do whatever it wants to do. Put the dot at the top. Lock it. Lay it down and then press. Get all these little dots and little snowflakey things. I have a inky mess going on over there. Okay. We're going to peel this. Peel it. Set that aside. We're going to get our beautiful gold. Anna Moret voted for the snowflake as well. Okay, we're gonna just let this fall and hit that. Tappity, tappity, tappity. Look at all that mica shimmeriness in there. So glorious. Okay. And then we're going to put a lid on it. And then we shall have gold snowflakes. How pretty is that? Just, I know. Look at that. Look at, just admire my really old embossing powder. Look at how smooth it melted. I can't even. You guys, let's make a card with this one. We're gonna fussy cut like a band. We're gonna fussy cut this, and then we're gonna save this. We save our scraps of the black hole paper because you can do sentiments or whatever, but I think we're gonna fussy cut this, and then we're going to put it on. Let's do the tartan, but in color. Red. We're gonna do, let me clear my brain. We're gonna clean this. Well, it doesn't matter. It's Versa mark, so it doesn't need to be cleaned. We're gonna do game over. And then we're gonna use the Simon Hurley watercolor. Nope, that's Stark White. Simon Hurley watercolor. I gotta get more of this. Because we're gonna do another wet technique. We're gonna pick it up. Hey, you guys stay put. You've got places to go. Don't get lost in my craft room. Okay, we got some fuzzies. Fuzzy wuzzies. It's so fun. Okay, and then we're gonna mist it a little bit more. Okay, we're gonna take our smoother side and place it into our lovely ink. Is this gonna come out? I don't know. I never know until it's done, right? Blue and green. Yeah, that would be pretty too. It is a Ranger product. It's the Ranger Black Distress. I don't know if you have a favorite place to shop. I get mine at Ranger because I usually use one of my coupons that I earn from them. Because, you know, they do points and stuff. But I bet you like scrapbook.com and some of the other stores, maybe if you have a favorite that you shop at, and if they don't, you can say, hey, you know, I watched this crazy lady use this stuff, where can I buy it? So, oh, that's nice. And we're not worried about that. Not one spiggity. We're not worried about that at all. Okay, look at that. So the texture in that, I need it to be more red. Adelaide! Blue and green is your clan. That's cool. Okay, we're gonna go with Love Struck. No, you know what? We're gonna keep using Game Over. We're gonna get the Game Over brush and we're gonna keep going. Oh, look at me. I pulled out the right brush. Game over. And we're going to dull back that whiteness. I want this spot. I know it's an interesting spot. I want to just highlight it. I'm going to make it like that spot was supposed to be there. Because why not? Let's go with... pull out one of these. I don't know if this is going to work, but this is my thought process. Is I want to darken that up like it's got a little bit of shadow. We're going to use fired brick. And I'm just going to come in and add this fired brick. Like I said, I don't even know. We're going to put that in here around this side. We're gonna, because again, it's all water reactive. Oh, that's nice. I don't think I pulled enough color off of that. Jana! Yeah, tartan. This one is called tartan if you're wanting to go look it up. Oh, there we go. That's better. I needed it a little bit darker, so I just pulled it right off of the pencil. I'm gonna go get this spot here too. Just darken up a few areas. Just like maybe it got ripped or something. Something interesting, I think. And then I'm going to come in and try and really darken this up. Now the felt pads, the original Simon Hurley, were pushing a wee bit harder than we would if it was a foam pad. The foam pads release the ink way easier. It is exact same ink, the same ink formula. If you're starting to collect the Stellar line, and you already have a re-inker for one of the Stellars, you don't need to buy the new re-inker. But you can if you want to. Absolutely. So the old re-inkers will re-ink the same name. Okay. So you could be confident in that. And I'm just trying to darken up these edges. We're going to use the whole panel, so I'm not going to have any card base showing. Okay, that's nice. Simon Hurley inks clean up with water very nicely. Okay, there's that. We're going to get our card base. So that's going to cover the whole front. Okay, and then we're going to do some fussy cutting, and I'm going to get my Tim Holtz scissors, and I'm going to try and remember which way I need to cut. Okay. These scissors have a tooth to them. It's great for gripping, especially these heavy stock papers. And I'm just kind of wiggly giggly in there. Okay, it doesn't have to be anything spectacular. We're just kind of cutting a little thingamabobbin, a border. That's what we're doing. Cutting the border. And we're going to go up the other side. If you're not good at freehand cutting, you can definitely draw a pencil line. But again, it doesn't need to be anything spectacular. We're just cutting that little snowflake. I'm looking, you see all these things as you're cutting, right? Because you're really getting in there. And like that little bitty snowflake. He's just so cute. Look at him. Anyways. He's so fabulous. Okay. And then we're going to change this corner up a little bit. There we go. And then there's that. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Could you use regular black paper to do this? Absolutely. Will it look a little bit different? Absolutely. Black, heavy stress. Black. No. Distressed black heavy stock. There we go. Versus plain black. Black, plain black. Makes a huge difference, in my opinion. And it's an expensive paper. It is an expensive paper. But when you're doing specialty cards or a card for that someone special who might enjoy your artworks of card making, those are the people you use your black. Otherwise, you can make regular ones and send them, and they won't notice that it looks dull. They won't notice. But we notice. So we would send this to somebody that would appreciate the thoughtfulness of the expensive paper. That's who we send it to. We're going to pop that up. We're going to pop that right up off of the thingy because, well, that's what we can do to level up our card making. Because foam is fun. foam is fun. And then another reminder that this video is sponsored by Ranger and Simon Hurley. I'm on their design team. I get to make reels for them. So, which is weird, right? Like, I just want you guys to realize I don't have to do these videos. Like, I don't have to come live because that's not what they hired me to do. They hired me to do the reels. So, like, the reel today that you're seeing, that's what the requirement was for those products. I have to make the reel for these products. I don't have to show them, but that's how much I appreciate their stuff. I'm here with you saying, look at all of this goodness. But I do have to say it's sponsored because the product was free. But I'm not required to do this. I do this of my own free, my own volition. I don't even know. Is that the word? I do this because it's awesome. Everything is awesome. Right? Everything is awesome. Ash. No. I apologize for the name butchering. Alicia, I think I've had a problem before. I don't know. Are you new? I don't know. Thank you for showing the difference. You're absolutely welcome. And thank you for popping in today. Yeah, Ranger girl all the way. Simon, Tim, Diane, and Wendy, and Dana. They have good stuff there. Like this. They sent this to me for free to try it. And I'm telling you, I like it. I like it. I like how thick it comes out, especially for big projects like this. I'm still gonna be using my Barely Art glue because the tip is finer. However, I'm gonna go back to the Barely Art regular bottle. I don't like the little bottles that I purchased. I don't like them. And I tapped this down and it hasn't gotten clogged but one time. So that's nice. So there's the tartan. And then there is the snowflake out of the Borders collection. The Borders collection. I gotta clean these stamps. You guys, let's do some cleaning because I have a mess. I have a mess on my desk. Set that there. So in an hour and 26 minutes, we did this card. We did these. And we did this. In an hour and 26 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. That's with drying, the embossing, and everything. We literally embossed everything. This one, I'm really in love with how this one turned out. Absolutely love how this one turned out. If you missed the beginning, all of my videos are available for replay. You can go back, watch it on high speed. You can fast forward. Great thing about replays, right? You turn them on. You can craft with them. That way there you can pause it. If you want to like make this one, you can go back, hit pause, and do your bits and stuff. So that's fabulous. Let me put that away. Let's put that away. We pulled it out. Did we even use this? I don't even know. Oh, we used it on this one, I think. And this one. No, we didn't use it on that one. I don't know. Did we? But, yeah. Look it! Isn't that pretty? And you guys, odd man out. I don't want to look at him. He just looks so wrong next to those two. Just so wrong. Let me know. What do you think? Are you in love with the tartan? Are you in love with the snowflake borders? The music notes? We almost used everything. What did we miss today? The stamps. The postage stamps. But if you missed it, you can go hang out with T. She stamped these on her jelly plate. And even though they came out backwards, they were really, really cute. And the whole technique of it all, you can use with any stamp. Especially like this one here. This one would be fun to do in the technique that T did. But you could totally put, like, you put those on there. You do all sorts of stuff. But this is Christmas postage. If you guys want to see the new stencils, come hang out with me next Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Come hang out with me after you watch Simon Hurley. He's going to be live or a pre thing at noon Eastern. Anna Moret says, I want Anna Moret. One of your cards came back to me. They told me I didn't have enough postage on it, which I'm thinking is a big fib because I put extra postage on that thing. So you should be getting 2 mails unless they come back. Plus, you wouldn't know it was backwards, right? But, yeah, so these are our goods. I gotta write down our crafty friends who, which is new for me. They purchased them, so we're gonna get them sent out. We're gonna send Debbie J. She sent in the first donation. That was that one with the spotty spots. And then our second friend, which I need to go write her name down. Stephanie. Because I gotta get some mail out, you guys. I gotta get some mail out. Why are these out? Do we know? We don't know. Where's my sticky notes? I don't know. I don't know where these things go, you guys. I don't want that piece of paper. Come here, you. Nope. Why am I grabbing all this ginormous paper? Debbie J and Stephanie check. Okay. So you two get those. And we're going to do that. We're going to do that. I got to take pictures of these. I got to take pictures of all the goodness. But I want to thank you guys so much. You got 2 on Monday. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. I'm going to put that in my, hey, I need to mail that stuff and photograph it. And now I got to clean everything. Is this Simon Hurley paper? I think it is. Why it's out? I don't know why. My next live is, what is today? Friday? Friday tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern on Twitch. My crafty friend Deborah will not be joining me. Or wait, no, she will be. Maybe. I don't know. But 2 crafty girls on Saturday is going to be 1 crafty girl because Deborah is going to the monster truck. But, if you want to come hang out with me on Twitch tonight at 7 p.m., I will be there. Maybe Deborah will be there. And then, Saturday, 7 p.m. for 1 crafty girl. I will be there. Otherwise, next week, we're starting all over with Pattern Paper Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Be there or be square. Thanks, my crafty friends. I hope you have a wonderful crafty day. Till next time, bye-bye.